Hey, what is happening, folks? It is Jimmy G in the place to be, bringing you back to another episode of The Good, The Bad, The Awesome, where we unbox, give my first reaction to all things pop culture. So if you like to see what I see when I see it, then go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Get notified when we have new videos on that, because it really helps the channel. So don't forget, we're going to get ready to have our 3,000 subscriber giveaway. That's going to post sometime this week, so I can't wait for that. That's going to be exciting. On our way to 4,000 before November 1st. But today we're going to go back to the world of the McFarlane verse, back to anime, back to Demon Slayre, because we've got Demon Slayre figures to review. And I've got not one, but two Tanjiros to review for you. So let's take a look at first this Tanjiro and then this Tanjiro. And I'm going to tell you what's the difference is and all that kind of stuff and which one you should go with and things like that. And I'm excited about this one because this one comes with faceplates. The first I've seen a McFarlane figure with faceplates. I can't wait. I'm excited. So let's go do it. Here we have him, folks. Tanjiro Kamados. So this Tanjiro right here is from the Rui arc, where he fought Rui, the lower moon, and then this one is just a Tanjiro that has some different faceplates, and I'm excited about this one because it comes with his backpack and the faceplates. But other than that, I mean, they look really good. They look pretty similar and things like that. So we're going to get them out of the box, take a look at them, all of that stuff. But here is the box. This one came from GameStop. This one did not. I think this one came straight from McFarlane on that, but the box just looks, you know, the same. On the back, you can kind of see the artwork that kind of distinguishes between the two. So here he is fighting Rui, which was a really, really cool battle, and I got that figure too. Make sure you look at that review that I have up, and then there's this one too, but that's not what we're here for. We're not here to look at the boxes. We're here to look at the figures, so let's get them out now. Two different Tanjiros, two different sets of accessories, but all the awesomeness that is here. Now, this is the third 7-inch figure that McFarlane made of Tanjiro. I will put a link to my review of the first one, and we'll also bring him back in here shortly. But here are the two. This is the one from the Rui. This is the one with the swappable faces. And so pretty much when you look at the figures, they are exactly the same, except for a few small differences. But first, let's take a look at this one right here. And you get, of course, with both of them, you do get the Demon Slayre little stands that you get with typical all McFarlane toys. You also get with both of them the same closed fists there. So there we go. And then you also get two swords. Now, they are both pretty much almost the same from a size standpoint and everything. So definitely very cool. Same swords. You get those two as well. And then from there, the differences, the similarities stop. So with the Rui one, you get the Hinokami Kagura flame effect right here, which is his sun breathing that he does, that he begins to pick up and learn as he's fighting Rui on that. Now, the first one came with the water breathing effect, which I'll bring that back in here shortly. And that's what you get with the first one. You get the hands, the sword, this, and then the stand. Now with this one, you get two additional faceplates, and so you get this faceplate right here and this one. This is what I'm excited about. This is the first McFarlane figure that I know of that has swappable faceplates, and I hope it's not the last, because that's one of those things that, man, for a $24 figure, sometimes on sale for $20, to have swappable faceplates, that's a game changer. That is a game changer indeed, where you can kind of do that kind of cool stuff. But there are the two plates. There's that one. There's this one with his always smiling. And then you get also his little box that he can carry Nezuko in. So that's this. Now, the one thing that I wish this box did is I wish it opened up and that you had a little Nezuko on the inside, but it does not. But I'm pretty sure you could probably mod it and do that if you wanted to. But yeah, I wish this had a little Nezuko on the inside. That would have been awesome. But you get this little box that he can carry all that. Now, one of the cool things that I think is great about having multiple Tanjiro figures is that you can swap accessories. The only one that has swappable faces is this one, but everything else you can kind of swap and back and forth. So when you look at the size of these two, you've got this one they're about the same size, about 6.5, 6 and 6.25. So that's where they're at on that from a size standpoint. But you can even look here, and we'll bring them in, or I'll bring in my camera a little bit closer, but exactly the same. The outfit's the same. He's got the silver buttons because he's not a Hashira. Remember, gold buttons for Hashira, silver buttons here. The same earrings, the same hands put on here. But the difference is he's got the cuts on his face from where Rui and his blood demon art kind of cut him. And this one has the angry kind of just Tanjiro face on it right now. But yeah, here they are, both of them. So we turn it to the side. Hair looks just like the same. This one's a little browner, shinier for some reason. The robes, the same, all the way up and down. And then there we go from this side too as well. So really, really cool. And then the articulation is going to be exactly the same too. So we'll pull this guy to the side and we'll do this articulation with this one right here. So head articulation all the way around. You also get the arm pops up. You can kind of move it up and down a little bit. You can swirl it. You got also the bend at the elbow, 90-degree bend. So it's a single elbow joint. You also got the bend in the wrist right here too as well. You got the upper ab crunch and then the lower ab crunch, and they both twist and turn. And then the feet, you can almost Jean-Claude Van Damme him if you want to. Kicking it forward's a little bit tough because of his suit right here. And kicking it back is a little bit tough because of his suit as well. You also got the ankle do have a 90-degree, the knee has a 90-degree turn. You don't have a twist per se up here, and McFarlane doesn't like to include that just because he feels it's not natural for figures to have that. Then you got the ankle twist, tilt, pop, everything you need, and then the toe tilt too as well for everything you need. And so we'll put him aside and we'll bring this aside, because the one big difference here is you have the different face. So I don't know how to do it. Maybe it just pops off. I'm assuming, because there's no instructions on what to do, so I'm assuming it just pops off. And so we'll try here. Yep, you just kind of pop it off there, and then that looks kind of weird. And then you can put on whatever face you want. So if I want to put on the smiling, you kind of squeeze that up in there and try to pop that back on. And so it's a little testy there. There we go. And there is the face with his smiling face on right there. So, and then you can just put the backpack on him like so. We'll get that in there. Come on. Come on. Get in. Get on. Ooh, that popped off. That would have been cool if that would open, but it doesn't. Just pops open, pops off. But there you go. Got the backpack on. Now he's got Nezuko. He's holding Nezuko. And she will stick in there. So there we go. I don't know. I may have it upside down. Probably have it upside down, but that's okay. Because it seems like this is the way it should fit on the shoulders, but based off of the way that is right there. But who knows? We'll put it on like that. And then maybe because this comes off. Here we go. We can pop this off here, right? And turn it around. Turn that frown around. Pop it all back together. Maybe pops back together. Maybe not. It's like, nope, Jimmy, I don't want to do this for you. Ah! I am like busting this box. Bust a box, yeah. So, Jimmy just busted his box. Let me get it all put back together and I'll be right back with you guys. So folks, here I have all three 7-inch McFarlane Tanjiros. So I got the sword in his kind of left and right. You got him in opposite hands here. So here he is with his backpack, with the sword over his head. Here he is with the Hino Kamikagura, and here he is with the water breathing. So you can kind of see all three of them together. So probably, in my opinion, what I would do is I would probably put the Hino Kamikagura on this one with the angry face. And I may have the backpack over here on this guy, and then I may put the water on this one right here. So I may switch all that around, but that's the great thing, is you can switch it all around because these are your figures. They're freaking awesome. I own all these McFarlane Demon Slayre figures. I got one more left to review, which is good old Akaza right there. But I am loving and I'm digging these figures. I mean, from an animation look, from a figures, posability, accessories, all that kind of stuff that you get. I think it's great. And I'm loving the fact that this one right here can change faces. Now, I'm going to bring in a couple other figures. This is the Bandai Ultimate Legends Tanjiro. So you can kind of see how he kind of fits into the whole picture from a size standpoint. And then here is the 5-inch McFarlane Tanjiro right there. So definitely he will scale well. Tanjiro will scale well with all your other 7-inch figures that you got. I think he'll look really, really, really great on those. So really awesome, really cool. Can't wait to kind of build like a little diorama of all my Demon Slayre figures, and I hope they release more because we need the Hashira and we need the other demons in that. So I also need a Zenitsu with removable faces. I need a Inosuke with a removable helmet. So hopefully this is the beginning of something new that McFarlane's going to be doing with these Demon Slayre figures. I think that would be awesome. So let's do this. Let me just get him in some cool, funky poses, get him going on the wheel of possibilities, and we will now talk my final thoughts with Jimmy in the chair around the two Tanjiros. Well, away from my review area, back to the chair, let's talk through my final thoughts on A Tale of Two Tanjiros, which actually is now A Tale of Three Tanjiros, because with these three Tanjiros, I think I've come up with the perfect combination of the way he should be. So before we get into that, if you are liking these videos, go ahead and hit that like, subscribe, get notified when we have those new videos, and also maybe consider becoming a member, give me some money. That'll be great, great, great. And all the money goes back into the channel. But let's talk about them. So let me show you the first one, which is the Rui one. This is the pose I'm going to have him in. So I took the blue water breathing effect and put it on this one. I think this one looks the best with that. I think it looks great. I think it gives a lot of movement. I think it's awesome. I love, again, the detail in the face with the cuts and the things like that that's there. But I think that will give it the movement that it needs to have with this figure. I wish it was a double jointed elbow, which would help with some of the posing with the swords. So that would be that one. And then my one that you can swap faces, I kept the angry face on him, but then I took the Rui orange Hino Kamikagura effect and I put it on this one. So I think this is the way I'm going to keep this one. No backpack here. Just fighting demons with the sun breathing right there, and I love the look right there. I think that matches perfectly with this Hino Kamikagura effect there. And then last but not least, the very first Tanjiro I got, I think is reserved for having the backpack, the Nezuko box on it. Nice face, innocent looking boy with the Nezuko box. I think that works out much, much better on that first Tanjiro. So in order to have the perfect poses for them, I think you need to get all three of them. That's $75 investment for three Tanjiros that you can get. But what's great is you can mix and match all the accessories for these different Tanjiros, and I think that's what's really, really cool. So on a scale of good, bad, awesome, or which one's my favorite Tanjiro, my favorite one right here now is the one where the faces can change. Again, a first that I've seen with McFarlane, definitely probably not the last. Now, maybe I haven't been collecting McFarlane figures as long as others, so maybe there have been other ones where you had the faceplates change, but this had that, and I think that's a game changer, and I hope gets integrated in a bunch of other McFarlane figures. But this would be my first favorite. My second favorite would have to be the first one right here with this on here. I think this one looks really, really good. And then my third favorite Tanjiro is the Rui battle with the slices on his face. That's my third favorite Tanjiro between them. But on a scale of good, bad, awesome, I think all three of them are pretty awesome. And I think you'll be happy to get them if you do get them. You can pick them up on Amazon or at your local toy store. I picked mine up, the one with the face swap. I picked that up at GameStop, and then this one I picked up at Amazon, and same with the other one too as well. I've seen them pop up in Walmart right now and places like that, but that's where you can get them. So I've only got I got 2 more Demon Slayre McFarlane figures left, and then I do have a Figma figure that I want to review for y'all too as well of Zenitsu, my boy Zenitsu, with that. But that's all I've got for y'all today. So tune in next time when we do talk about something else good, bad, or awesome. But in the meantime, y'all remember to stay young, have fun, and be awesome. Vlog breathing, 5th floor. Let's end this. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye now.